Did you see I found my new singlet?
Wear it backwards.
That's where his bellies are touching.
Yeah.
What do you think Chip would say?
I think he would say, "We're live."
I know you are, but what am I? He can't handle the grind on this. This is sketchy.
First day.
Iron Palace Podcast. First day jitters.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Iron Palace Podcast, the world's most anabolic podcast that sometimes gets our intros right.
Where Alan has a case of the Mondays.
On Wednesday. Actually, it's his first time running the soundboard. That's why there's not a thing here. It's over there.
Feel kind of naked.
I do, honestly. I'm used to having things to mess with.
Buttons to push.
Yeah, because now I have to actually pay attention to people.
Who does that?
Gross.
Whenever the conversation kind of wanders, I'm just.
Job.
Yeah.
It's like my fidget toy. I don't have it anymore.
You got to start doing what Dave does.
Yeah.
I don't think I can physically do what Dave does.
Throwing up them toe signs, dog.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Kind of cozy, isn't it?
No, go back the other way. That doesn't
Kind of
work for you.
cozy.
Not really.
You look like you're trying to lay an egg.
I feel like I did lay an egg. All right, so for today's icebreaker, we're not doing an introduction. He's been here before.
What? I don't only get one introduction?
You technically got two,
Yeah, but I wasn't here for the other one.
but you got two.
Yeah, but I didn't get to see the other.
Did you hear it, though?
No, I didn't.
You
get to
did
hear
get
it.
to see it. You watched it on YouTube.
Well, that's a different story. I wasn't here to see it.
Yeah, that's a technicality.
Yeah.
So that's why I gave you another one the next time.
Okay.
So why does he get another icebreaker?
Well, because someone's got to break this ice. It's real thick today, boys.
Holland's thick.
So I got this one off TikTok last night, and whenever I watched it, I immediately said, I'm writing this down for tomorrow. So the icebreaker is, what is the wettest part of your body right now? Michael, you can go first.
Well, the butt always sweats. Butt crack. Yeah, I mean, it's
So final answer, butt
the
crack.
final answer. Butt crack.
Dave, check it.
Swamp ass.
Check
My,
that out.
my jungle bridge is a national park. It's protected, dude.
All right, now we know what you're talking about, me especially, but for the people at home that don't know, what's a jungle bridge?
I'll show you.
That
The gooch.
kind of podcast.
The gooch, the
There-
tanked.
There goes any chance of us ever being monetized.
No, something's got a name. It starts with a P. What is it?
Choda?
Yeah, close.
The
Close to
perineum.
mine, anyways. Yeah, I think per.
don't know. I think I made that
something.
up.
It's something funky. I think.
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Yeah,
Google. What's the
flower.
scientific name of your jungle bridge?
She legit.
She legit. My she legit's kind of moist.
Did you say genital bridge?
Perineum. The real name for the gooch is the perineum.
Oh, what did I say?
Perineum.
I said that, didn't I? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was right about something.
Hey.
It is.
cow.
To
I
be
guess if I
exact,
don't have a thing here, I know things.
it is the surface area between the pubic symphysis and the coccyx in both males and females.
The more
It's
you
the
know.
jungle bridge.
The jungle bridge.
This is what got it. The jungle bridge.
For our deaf listeners.
That's Portuguese sign language for jungle bridge.
I'm gonna start having Austin come on just so he can like pop in and go.
I just want to get Austin a T-shirt that says "deaf listener."
Done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him a shirt.
The logo says "deaf listener" on it.
Yep.
Yeah, Iron Palace podcast.
Says, I need subtitles.
Just have you heard the Iron Palace podcast?
On the back because I
listen
haven't.
to Dave.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we're going to hell now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys are making fun of that. It's gross.
Well, I won't be there alone.
Anyways, Holland, what's your wettest part?
Yeah, I was about to say you didn't answer.
Say my coccyx. That's just a fun word to say.
Agreed.
Wait, agreed that that's the wettest part of his body, or
It's a
agreed?
fun word to
oh,
say.
I figured Dave would have answered for you on this one, but
We gave him a quick wipe down with a microfiber towel before he came in. He's pretty dry right
You,
now.
a microfiber towel?
It's the only thing that gets it.
Dude, if someone touches me with a microfiber towel, we're fighting.
You don't want to know.
Those
what
are
happens when you
gross.
Touch him with a microfiber towel.
You don't have any of those?
I have them. I don't want to touch them.
I mean, I wouldn't after Holland's had it, but,
It don't matter. Clean, dirty. Feels gross.
Welcome back to another episode of Living with Autism.
I was really wondering how long it was going to take before someone made that joke. Dave has always got it, though.
Yeah, Dave always pulls it out.
That's one thing I don't do.
Did you have to set him up for that one?
Hey,
We're hitting podcast dingers today, boys.
No,
it's on fire.
that one you got right.
I mean, ours. We finally have a decent sound. man.
It's about time.
He drinks on his own.
Yeah.
Turns out if we share the load rather than I'm trying to.
Can we move on?
Believe it or not, I've been trying.
Well, that was a hell of a icebreaker.
Yeah, that's a real hell of a segue to I've got nothing. Tried and true boys episode. I come in unprepared.
I thought
Play
did
the
he
quiet
send a text about having this big plan?
He did.
Yeah.
and it was going to be all this stuff.
Yeah.
well,
So-
I have a plan, but
So,
we're not there yet.
You know, typically I come in pretty prepared. After he said that, I was like, oh, just,
That's what I thought. I was like, I'm coming in blank slate.
yep.
Just
My slate has been so blanked, dog.
Yeah.
I blanked the shit out of my slate.
I don't think we're talking about the
I
same
ran my
thing.
slate by some magnets and everything, dog. My slate may never be the same.
My slate's an etch a sketch.
Yeah. Dude, my slate
put a
can,
little bit on it, and I don't want that way.
If I hit a bump too hard, it's
my slate cannot handle opioids, dog.
I think your slate is an opioid.
Not official.
well, we've
want
officially
some of what
already
you're
reached the
on.
part of the show that I don't know where to go from here.
We got many
It's
options.
early.
Because what I'm prepared to go into is now's not the time. That would be a very odd segue.
Where you want to be is over here. Where we're here is over here.
Where we're here's over here,
Yeah.
where we're here's over here, and your here's over there.
Listen, when you're here and our here isn't there,
Right there.
you know.
So over yonder, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So global warming, huh?
Yeah.
Hell of a thing.
I thought you were gonna go. Got any dogs?
We're not there yet. Y'all gotta let them cook. Oh, there it is. We're doing this, Dave.
Yeah, we're doing this, dog.
You got to. There you go.
Hold on.
Caleb,
And then
look,
once you
All right,
catch
now
your
you're
legs to the
putting- now
right
you gotta
height,
sit
you
your
just kind
butt
of got to lock in. Just kind of.
Yeah, lock in.
David looks way more comfortable.
You got it.
What do you mean? Dude, I could sit here for hours, especially after my feet fall asleep.
I spent a summer in India learning from the Maharishi. That's where I got this.
God bless you.
Turns out he was an old pervert.
He just wanted to see your jungle.
Yep.
Hold on. Okay.
Unlock.
Disengage. Made it. That was a fun adventure. I'm glad you guys joined me on it. Thanks.
Yes.
Side note for Holland, since you got nothing today. Maharishi, you know the Beatles song Sexy Sadie?
Yeah.
So it was originally supposed to say Maharishi. They went and like meditated with him and all that crap. And then it turns out he was an old pervert. It was like trying to steal their girlfriends and stuff. So John Lennon was pissed and he came back and wrote the song Maharishi, what have you done, blah, blah, blah. The Maharishi threatened to sue him for defamation, so he just changed it to Sexy Sadie. So the song Sexy Sadie is just a diss on the Maharishi dude.
That's awesome.
Anyways,
that's
back to the
pretty
podcast. Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah, so now whenever you hear that one, replace Sexy Sadie with Maharishi and the song makes way more sense.
I do listen to that song often.
It's a banger. It's on the White Album. I think disc 2.
I don't see colors 2024.
Isn't white the absence of color?
Wouldn't know. I don't see it.
So, I mean, you wouldn't see it
Yeah.
anyways.
That's deep.
Steep.
Deep.
You.
That's what he said.
That's what she said.
To who?
She, she
You got a lot of kick it, dog.
Word boys here.
Yeah.
All right, let's just wrap this. You know, whether it's a good segue or not, we've got to end whatever is happening.
Did
So, the first topic I have today is because there's been a few things that's brought this question to mind, and one of them started as me and my wife went to the movies a while back, and they're making a documentary about Christopher Reeve. Have you seen it? At least the trailer, not the documentary. But so I didn't know, really. 'Cause I mean, I feel like once he stopped being Superman, I really just didn't pay him much attention. It's a lot like I do all the people that played Superman. But I didn't know that he was paralyzed and became completely paraplegic.
Yeah, wasn't it like a horse accident?
Yeah.
Horse.
And then instead of, kind of fading out of nowhere, he still continued to raise money and push awareness to bring all this stuff around. But I'm not really getting into the Christopher Reeve thing because there's a whole documentary coming out and it'll do a way better job than I do.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
I'm 6'6". I'm not that short.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but
Wow.
Anyway, so my question was,
Let's hear it.
my question was, is what defines a hero? Well, no. See, I've got Christopher Reeve's answer to that question. Yeah. And that was whenever he answered that question, I thought, well, it's a good point. What defines, what does everybody think is a hero? So.
I don't know. I call everybody my hero at work, but I'm also
too.
habitually full of shit.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess there's different levels of heroism. Yeah.
And that's kind of what brought it about. Is like ultimately, whenever I answered the question, not pertaining to what Christopher Reeve said, I've kind of found myself on the same answer he did. But before we get there, I'll let y'all go ahead.
Well, for me, especially from being in the military, one that would lay his life down for his brother, to me, is an ultimate hero.
Yeah. Anybody else want to share? Or are you along the same lines?
Yeah, but then, also even, even outside of life and death situations, there's a lot of times where people, sacrifice.
Well, I heard something today. It's like you have two types of friends. You got a 6 o'clock friend and a 3 o'clock friend, 3 a.m. friend. Mm-hmm. Yeah. One at 6 o'clock, you can call, you can hang out and do stuff. The one you call at 3 o'clock and he's going to answer the phone, you hear him grabbing a shovel, and because you're about to go bury a body somewhere.
Yep.
And he's always there for you. It's one of those that you don't have to talk to somebody for months, and then call him up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and right there he is, right there for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's, to me, is the ultimate person, the ultimate friend. And I feel that there's 6 or 7 guys that right now I could call at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I know they'll answer the phone, and anything I need help with, they'll help me. You'll answer the phone. I'll keep calling until you answer the damn phone. Well, she'll wake you up. I know how to get a hold of you.
True. So what were you saying, Holland?
Oh, no, I mean, that's, like that accountability, is something. But, I was just thinking, I mean, even smaller sacrifices, like, doing with, like, parents doing without so their kids can have stuff, like that's heroic, in a way. It doesn't have to necessarily be
there's different
physical
types of definitions of
threat,
heroism.
Yeah, I agree. That's still pretty on parallel with where I landed. Dave?
I don't have things of substance to say. No, I'm just kidding.
I know that's
Dave's
not
like,
true, Dave.
I'm here for comic relief.
I was going to say, Dave, we've had way too many real conversations.
Don't answer me these deep questions.
In general, somebody who rises to the occasion for someone else. No matter what that occasion is, they meet it, they help through it. Yeah. But obviously, it's got to be a selfless thing. Like, I don't know. You can be your own hero, but not in the same way for me.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
See, and I agree entirely. And so this is what Christopher Reeve's answer was, which is kind of where I fell in. And I've actually read this quote as one of our quotes before. But usually the quotes at the end of the thing we've recorded for a while. So they're usually I just read them. But either way. It says, a hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. And he said this from his wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually Dave made a pretty good point that I was going to get to is, like, yeah, you can be your own hero. But I mean, yeah, it may be different, but
heroism is different to everybody.
Right. And it's definitely subjective. Yeah. But I think across the board, though, it's always there's an obstacle, they overcome it rather than backing down off of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of, in a nutshell.
Those that don't give up when situations get hard.
Exactly. So the reason that I wanted to bring this up today is, I mean, we know Chris Chambly.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody has seen his video this week or not.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But
yeah,
didn't even flinch though.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I've told him to his face. I've told him over text messages multiple times, and I just told him yesterday that dude inspires me to no end. Like he, for one, to get the initial diagnosis, and with the percentage he was given to live, still won.
Yeah.
And then come back, had it checked again, and was told it's coming back. Didn't flinch.
No.
Was like, all right, well, cool. I got Worlds in 4 days.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have this again, and then it's not going to be there. Problem solved.
Well, he already had that initial scare and everything
right
at the very beginning. Now he knows what he's dealing with.
Right, but it's also
now he knows how to beat it.
Exactly, but it's also the flip side of you know how to beat it. The flip side of that would have been, oh, that's it. You know, it's back. I don't know if I can win 2 for 2.
No. Yeah.
But no, that didn't even pop in his head. Like, it was. No, you know, this was a diagnosis, just so y'all know. So whenever I beat it, y'all ain't shocked.
Yeah, I've told him that he gives me the motivation to keep going.
Yeah,
and not quit.
So that was whenever I text y'all. I think actually I don't even think I'd seen his video yet. Like, it just, this kind of topic was been kind of ringing around in my head for a while, and I thought Wednesday will be a good day. And then I saw Chris's video. I was like, well, now it's definitely happening Wednesday.
Yeah.
So. In my mind, Chris is a hero.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, whether he is to himself or not is regardless. Because just like we're saying, like, it's you face an obstacle and overcome. It doesn't always have to be for someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty steep obstacle that he was given.
That's what I mean.
You know, I mean that.
And he's showing others that, you know, you don't give up, don't quit.
Yep. And then even goes further to make a business to raise money for other people with the same problem.
Yeah. While he's dealing with the issue, he's still working to help and inspire others.
Yep. So that started my question. I mean, I started asking myself this question a while back of, what is a hero? I mean, you can answer this anyway, really. But as like my example, Chris Chambly.
Yeah. Now, everybody listening may not know Chris's story.
Well, we've had him on. So if you haven't heard it, he goes in a little more detail. If you find his episode, it's called Chambly is a Minotaur. So highly recommend finding it. And then also find him on social media because he will tell everybody his story. Yeah. It's a great story. We can go ahead, Holland. You can share some of it. I'm afraid to always share it because I don't want to mess it up.
Well, you know, I mean, just a Cliff Notes version of it.
Yeah.
Is he went in, had some blood work done to check on getting TRT.
Yeah.
Treatment, and his what are they, PSA levels came back really high, like crazy high, and they basically told him, they're like, get to a hospital, you know, you have cancer.
Yep.
He goes and it's stage 4, and they're like, he said the doctors tried to tell him, they're like, do you even want to try surgery? You've got it was something like crazy.
It was 4% chance.
I was about to say, I can't remember for sure, a single digit.
It was like
4% chance.
Percent chance of living, and you know, gave him 6 weeks, 6 months.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it weeks or months?
Yeah. Well, it was close to Christmas, and he told him it would be his last Christmas.
Yeah.
The doctor did.
Yeah.
And Chris was like, "Yeah, I want surgery. Yeah, I want, you know." And I mean, how many years ago has that been? Was that
2, 3?
3
Yeah.
or 4.
When was it was around the first backyard game.
That was 2020.
So 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Was it 19?
So he got a clean bill of health, and then he's
now he's throwing in Worlds.
Yeah, he's throwing in the.
By the time this episode comes out, we'll already know that he smashed it.
Yeah,
but either way, so then keeping that in mind is I do a lot of research on how to progress our podcast, how to different stuff, YouTube or Google, whatever, and I find different things like, well, how do you get your audience bigger? How do you get your stuff in front of more people? And across the board on every video of how to do a podcast, how to do YouTube, whatever, they always start, like the number one thing they always say is find your why. Is your why has to be bigger than what you're doing. Like if it's, I want to make lots of money, well, your why might make it 5 episodes, which is why I originally told y'all when we started, what did I say, 3% or 10% of podcasts don't last past 20 episodes?
It was like 3. I mean, it was a crazy small number.
Yeah, and that's why, because people just, as an example, and I highly doubt they listen to it, but the people I actually bought this Roadcaster from, they bought it to start a podcast. And whenever I bought it from them, they left all their recordings on it. So naturally, I listened to them.
Yeah.
And it was literally just, they sit and talk about nothing. And whenever I say nothing, it's like nothing.
Oh, sort of kind of like us.
Yeah.
No.
Me and Holland are real good at that.
Yeah.
No, like, I mean, it was like they're,
Don't say
she's
yourself
like sitting she's like sitting in a room, almost treating this like therapy, like just getting her inside thoughts into the outside. But there's like people walking around and, they're just, either way, it's chaos. But either way, so the point is.
How many episodes were there?
There was a lot of like 10-second episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was either way. But
you crashed that one, crushed that one with one episode.
yeah. So, but the reason that I bring it up is the why. Why do you want to push your podcast? Well, so then sometimes, especially on pre-workout, I tend to become more deep of a thinker. Wild, right?
What?
For some reason, whenever I'm on pre-workout and at the gym, thoughts start lining up a lot better than normal. Normal, my ADHD just keeps things flying around.
Yeah.
But on pre-workout and at the gym, things kind of calm down. But either way.
Must work kind of like Ritalin or
Brings
something.
your focus back.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Do you have something for focus?
We do.
We'll get to that. But so I wanted to
It's
make
like a weird place for an ad, but we can go in.
no. So I wanted
Oh, crap, we're doing ads.
no. So I kind of broadened that question up into more like, I mean, the podcast, yeah, but it's more of a, why? Just a general. Why do you like? I mean, I've asked that question a few times in the last couple episodes. It's like I ran it by you guys before I asked it, and it's why do you do what you do? What drives you to keep going? And I mean, I'm not saying everybody's got the wrong answer. Everybody's got the answer for them.
Yeah.
But it's why. I mean, we do a lot of weird stuff. We throw trees. Yeah. We lift 1,200 pounds together. We pick up stones in my front yard for no reason. But why?
Yeah.
Is really the like whenever like what do people ask you when you tell them what you do?
Why do you push it? Why do you do that to yourself?
Yeah. Why?
Like doesn't they're like, doesn't that cause a lot of wear and tear on your body?
Right.
Why do you do that?
Yeah, and it's always why.
Yeah.
So if you boil that down, and like I know we all answer that question with like, oh, it's fun, or because I want to be stronger than you, or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you boil that down to why do you do what you do? What do you get to? Because I've thought about this for a while. So, I mean, I'm really springing this on y'all now, but like.
Yeah. I just inherently like to entertain. Like, I know it's not really a good reason.
No,
I just like to, like, whether it's like music or making somebody laugh or just being there. Like, I just like to entertain people. I just like to make people happy.
But that's a good reason for you. And that's not, but I'm not meaning it to sound like that's, but it's, I don't, you don't need to, you don't need to make it feel like, oh, it's not really a good reason. That's your reason. Does that push you to keep doing better?
Sure.
Then that's your why.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a yes or no question. It's not a right or wrong answer. It's
what drives you.
What drives you? If that's what drives you, that's the right answer.
That's your why.
It's not a trick question. Yeah. So like, there's no answer that I'm ever like. I mean, even Gina's answer of wanting to be the strongest in the nursing home, still a great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's not the same, like you don't have just because someone doesn't have a story like Chris's, doesn't mean.
Hey, I watched a video of a lady. She's 73 years old, and she deadlifted 373.
Yeah.
And 80 kilogram weight class.
Yep.
I was like, and she is jacked.
Yeah, and just like that, I watched the video, and what really kind of propelled me further this direction was I seen a video this week of a guy on TikTok where I don't know what surgery he had, but either way, he had to relearn to walk. Mm-hmm. And they told him that he would have to relearn to walk. He wouldn't be walking in 6 months. He wouldn't be running in a year. He wouldn't be, and he was a weightlifter. He did almost the same stuff we do.
Yeah.
Said you wouldn't be lifting weights for at least 2 years or more. And they kept throwing out these. So he made a goal 3 months after his surgery, he's going to run a mile. And He did. I mean, it looked terrible. He fell all over the asphalt. He couldn't breathe. Like, he was running across gravel. He fell the entire mile.
Yeah.
But he finished a mile.
Yeah.
So to backtrack to the question is, why?
Yeah.
You know, for him, that why is to prove everybody wrong, to be better than they said I could be. Back to Chris. You know, to say no to the diagnosis. So even to people listening or to everybody else, I know we don't normally get deep in conversation like this. We usually joke around a lot, but that's been on my head a lot for a while, has been why. You know, like why, for me, it's been, why do I do this?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I push this so hard? Or why do I push at the gym so hard? Or why do we do anything we do? If you don't have the why, you don't have the outcome. So what's your why? If you don't have it, you don't have to answer now. I mean, this is not.
Oh no, yeah, no. I don't know. I've never really thought about it. Really, like, I look at a lot of like, you know, why not? Like, I'll see somebody do something and be like, why can't I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and
I do that a lot.
yeah, and you know, like
I can do that.
different lifts or, you know, different, you know, feats of strength or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, if that dude did it,
Yeah.
it's possible.
Yep.
Why can't I do it? And I don't know. I'm always thinking along like,
Yeah.
well, if that's been done, I can do that.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I don't know if it's, yeah.
That's the classic story of first man that ran a mile. Now everybody, or run a mile in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Now that's barrier to entry.
Mm-hmm.
So someone paved the way, and now it gets better.
Yep.
Still a good why. I mean,
Yeah.
Mike, you got a why?
Well, I similar to that video you said about the guy that had to learn to walk again. I didn't have the surgery, but back when I was 27, I compressed my bottom 3 vertebrae. And people look at me now like, you know, why are you lifting heavy? Because your back, you're going to throw your back out. Right now, I have no issues with my back, so I'm going to keep right on going, keep on doing it. But I had to learn to walk. Went to a chiropractor. He stretched me my back out, loosened all the muscles in my back, and told me it would be, you know, 8 months to a year before I ran, and it'd be at least 6 months before I walked normal. I was walking normal in 2.5 months, and I was running in 5. And I was back to lifting weights again. And I've had issues, but it's been a while since I've had an issue with my back. And as long as I do things the right way, instead of the 20-year-old and think I'm Superman way, my back stays good. But my main goal is to stay strong enough and healthy enough to where something happens, I can protect my family, for one. And I want to be able to play with my grandkids and watch my kids grow up. So it's like, you know, the healthier I can stay and the better I am, the more that I know that I'm going to be here for my family. So that's my why. That's my drive. So that's why I do what I do. That, and I just enjoy lifting heavy stuff and getting stronger and hanging out with you guys.
You know, and like along with that, I kind of like to me, it's important to feel useful.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And like there's a meme or whatever that is showing these people, they're, I don't know if they're being rescued from a flood. And there's this dude, he's like a fireman, I don't know, he's in like rescue gear, and he's carrying this woman out, and what looks like her husband is walking behind, you know, carrying like,
I don't want to be the guy behind.
it says be this guy and not this guy, you know, and I
see, that's my drive.
I don't want to be the other guy.
I want to be the guy in front.
Yeah.
I agree.
I want to be the guy that they call at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm there to help.
Yeah.
You know, that's the guy I want to be.
Yeah, when something serious happens, I want people to think, Holland.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my why. That's my drive.
And also, like, I think, you know, I never want my daughter to bring home somebody that I can't beat up. You know?
Yeah.
As long as they're scared of
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
What was that one movie where 50 Cent took the kid into the garage and all his buddies are in there? That's.
Hey, funny story, and it was unplanned totally, but Dad and I had been shooting, and he had a shotgun. We were it was in the living room. Dad was cleaning one of the shotguns. This guy came to pick Holly up, my sister, for the first time. This was the first time he was taking her out. Knocks on the door. I open the door up. He walks in. There's Dad cleaning this shotgun out. Totally unplanned. He was like, he just kept looking at it. Dad, completely oblivious to how,
It looked
scary this would kind of seem, and Dad started talking about, because this gun was the shotgun had, I can't remember what kind of choke that it has on it or whatever, but Dad was like, he was like, this shotgun can probably kill a deer at like 150 yards. He was like,
come faster out of left or left.
He was talking about the reach that this one had, because of the choke that was on it, and I was like, I don't think Jeff is enjoying this conversation too much.
You were sitting back going, this is good.
I mean, I saw right off, like, oh man, this is making him nervous.
Yeah.
Before I clean this thing, is there one in the chamber?
Throw him one. They come at you faster after 11. Yeah.
What about you, Caleb?
Yeah.
Well, everybody in this room knows my why, but I guess no one outside this room really knows my why. I won't go in super detail because we'll be here a long time. But what is it? 2 years ago now? Yeah. 2 years ago now, my daughters died. I had twins. One passed away there's a lot of stuff leading up to it. Again, I won't get into it. But one passed away at 28 weeks. And the other, she was born at just shy of 30 weeks, lived 8 days in the NICU, and then passed away. So, like you said, of wanting to be useful, I never want to be useless again. That's not very fun.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
I don't want to say it ate me up worse, but it quite frankly did.
Yeah.
Is more so is watching everything play out, because I watched her die for 8 hours. We went to bed, she was fine, we woke up not fine, and then over the course of 8 hours it was just a steady decline, and all I could do was watch. So no, I don't want to be useless again, even though thinking about it, there's no way I could have been useful.
Right.
But
you're not a doctor, you're not a surgeon.
I'm not anything that could have done anything. And even the people that were there, I mean, there's just some things you can't do. Mm-hmm. But either way, so that, and I've told everybody, every time someone asks me about it, my answer is always, I just want to do things to make them proud. So every time I do anything, that's my why.
Yeah.
And then the second is a little more different, and this is the one that usually gets me amped up for deadlifts, is the proving everybody wrong. Is also, everybody in this room knows, I've been divorced. Shocker. I'm
out.
I'm done.
So it is that and other stuff I won't get into. But either way, I'll prove the people that gave up on me wrong.
Yeah.
And so those are the two things. Those are my whys.
Yeah.
In a nutshell. Again, we'll be here all day if I give all the detail that rings in my head all the time. But that's mostly it. So, yeah.
Pretty solid, man.
Yeah.
I mean, again, all whys are solid.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, but like, yeah, I don't know. That resonates, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was more what I wanted to get to with this episode is, I guess I've never talked about it publicly. It's always been, I don't care to talk about it. It doesn't bother me to talk about it. But I've never talked about it in any kind of public forum whatsoever. Not saying that it has to, but it happened. I've been there. And I've put out a few TikToks that put text to it a little bit or talk about why I do certain things. Yeah. But either way, one of the main things that I took out of that was, this is going to sound bad, but I don't mean it the way it's going to sound, and I'll explain why. Is I feel like a lot of time, especially in infertility, that was also the precursor to a lot of that. I had infertility for 9 years. So it was 9 years leading into pregnant with twins and then lost them. Is an infertility or any kind of stuff that deals with that, not that men are forgotten. Women definitely have the short end of the stick on that. I'm taking nothing away from them. But it's, again, the worst thing a man can feel is useless.
Yeah.
And so when you're doing the entire process of, let's even just say normal pregnancy, like, again, this sounds bad, but I'm not taking anything away from how bad the women have it. But it's that men like to be useful. That's our thing.
You're just telling the guy side of it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
It's a catch-22 because, like, every man worth his salt in every problem wants to be like, I'm going to fix this.
Yes.
I don't need help. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And you can't always.
Yeah. And that was what I learned mostly through all of it, is the infertility. Also the part of it is the infertility is on my side of it. So now to add that on top of feeling useless is I don't feel this way now. Believe me, I've heard this since I was 18. I have worked past all this, but it's, you can't do the basic function of a man. Yeah. Is you cannot provide that part. So now you've got that on top of, which, fun fact, whenever I found that out the first time, my now ex-wife, I was 19, sorry, not 18, I was 19. And we were in the car. He had just told us this. We walked straight out to the car. Both of us were on lunch from work, and my ex-wife is just bawling. And I just sit there, and she looked at me, and the only thing I could say was, God, we wasted a lot of condoms. And she was so mad. But either way.
Right there should have been a red flag.
Yeah, I know.
Mad.
But
that was good.
But what I mean to say is, women get the short end of the stick. I'm not trying to take it away, but the men, is men like to feel useful, and so in regular pregnancy too, and then you add in, like, a lot of men have infertility or are going through some form of infertility. Is like, especially in infertility, I feel like, because you're watching your spouse, like in my example at this moment, me and my now wife are doing IVF, and because of my infertility problems, now she's going to have to do shots. I say surgery. It's not really a surgery. I mean, it is. She gets put under, but it's egg retrieval stuff. Either way, she's got a lot of these extra steps to go through. Yeah. And I'm not doing anything. It's a problem that I brought, but it's not a problem I can do anything about. She has to go
through it with your issue.
So, and it's, again, I'm fine. I've gone to therapy. Like, I am pretty well in the head right now, which is why I'm able to talk about it. Yeah. But you go through all of that, and you can't do anything other than watch your partner do everything. Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's, oh man, that tears you up. I mean, because like you want to help, you want to be useful, you want to do anything, but you can do nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Other than watch.
You want to do anything. Yeah. To help.
Yeah, and you can't.
But, yeah.
And then then we went on into more so than that. I mean, because we had what's called twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome with the girls, which meant we had an ultrasound on a Wednesday here in it was in Knoxville, here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and then we had a doctor's appointment in Cincinnati, Ohio at 8 a.m. on Thursday.
I remember that.
So I was at lunch on work on this appointment for what was going to be just a regular ultrasound, to now I got to call work, say I'm not going to be there for like at least the next week. Yeah. Like we literally came home, packed, left. And then it wound up being 3 weeks of just hell. Yeah. I mean, of just, and at that point, both of us felt useless, because it was, we go up there, they look at stuff, and then all we do is sit in a hotel. That's literally all we could do. Like, you sit in the hotel, you hear more bad news, you sit in a hotel. But either way, but the side of that I feel like a lot of people don't get is the men's side of it. Is, I know the women have it bad. I know women have a lot of other mental problems, but I can't speak to those because I wasn't on that side. Yeah, I was on my side.
I can identify as one for the next little bit if we need to.
No, I think we're all right. So, But that's what I like. That's why that's why the question I liked is find your why. Is because not just in small things like starting your own podcast or starting your own YouTube channel or TikTok, I don't know, blog, whatever you're starting, is you always have to find a why for everything, or else there's no reason in doing it, or else you're just going to give up on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
why are you doing this?
Yeah, I mean, that's like even as small as people that start the gym in January, why?
Right.
Why do you start the gym? It's not, I'm not meaning it to sound condescending. It's why. Yeah, it's why you start in the gym. If you can't answer that with a legitimate answer, I'm not looking for a specific answer. It just has to be a passionate answer. Mm-hmm. If it's just, I want to be swole, that's a good enough answer, but you better mean it, or else you're going to drop out in 2 weeks into January and you're going to be stuck with a gym membership. So, like, that will end my whole thing as a rant for the episode. Is find your why.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, if you don't have a why, there's not really a reason doing it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, and that looks. I mean, other than just starting that, I mean, in any endeavor, really, I think it would be helpful to really analyze the reasons that you're going into in anything.
Yeah, I completely agree. Because, I mean, I'm not even kidding. Anybody listening, anybody in this room, go and YouTube starting a podcast. YouTube, whatever, you're going to find somewhere in the top 5 things they're going to list to you, because there are always lists. Some one of those, if not the first one, is find your why.
Yeah.
Because if it's just to make money, y'all know we've been doing this over a year. We ain't made no money. So
what, y'all hadn't made anything?
So
I know somebody who has.
If you're just in here to make money, you're not gonna make no money.
Hey-o.
Yeah, it's true. So yeah. Any endeavor, find a why.
Pretty good.
You gotta have something to keep you in it for when you're bored.
Yeah,
that's it. Because I mean, how many times have we gone through a lull?
Motivation is very temporary.
Yes,
it only lasts so long.
Yeah.
And that's when discipline and everything else has to kick in.
Yep. What's that? I like that. I think there's a shirt or there's a comic or something that's got like the big guy carrying you, and it says motivation.
Oh yeah, the meme.
Yeah. And then the next one is what is it, the little guy pushing you or something?
No, it was the little guy was motivation.
Yeah, that's it.
And then the behind him, once he laid down, it was the big guy was discipline. He picked up you in the motivation and started carrying it.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah. Because I mean, without some sort of why, some sort of solid, concrete, motivate, not motivator, but reason, motivation, pans that, like you get tired of going to the gym. Some days you don't feel like working out, or you're sore, or you get really busy.
Yeah.
And then it's easy to quit going. Yeah. And then it's easy to stay quit.
You don't need
you
don't need a short-term why. You need a long-term why.
Yeah.
My learning disability kicks in I'm good really quick. Like even with video games, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and play this game. The minute I've got a dead time where I'm not like actively doing something next, I'm like, I'm bored. I'll never play it again. Every little thing in my life is like that. The minute I'm bored, I'm like, I'm out.
Yep. The amount of times you have said, "Caleb, we got to play this game together,"
Yeah.
And then I'll be, "All right, I got it," and you're like, "I'm playing this now."
Yeah. Moved on.
Yeah. Like, that was my episode for the day. That was what I told y'all we were going to do today.
Dang it. I said that we both refused to be inspired, and I feel like it happened, though, against my will.
You're welcome. It'll sneak up on you,
I'm still holding out.
I'm waiting for the credits.
I don't know why, but that made me think the first Incredibles when dude jumped off the building. And Mr. Incredible saved him, and then he sued him.
Yeah.
And Mr. Incredible's all like, "Why are you suing me? I saved your life." And he was like, "No, you ruined my death."
Yeah, he said, "They ruined my life. I didn't want to be saved."
Where is my super suit?
Yeah, that's how my head rolls. My imagination rolls in whatever I'm watching. So like for the last little bit, it's been anime. So a lot of times, if I start thinking about like motivation, my like memories or whatever's motivating me is rolling through like an anime montage. So
I'm like Luffy climbing up Drum Mountain, fingers bleeding and everything. He's carrying Sanji and Nami and
yeah, that's pretty much how mine rolls.
Blizzard.
We're very different. My head all the time is just, how's this funny?
I think we all knew that about you, Dave.
How is this funny? And most of the time it's like, Yeah, keep that to yourself.
No, I shouldn't say it out loud.
I'm just glad that you have the self-awareness.
See, I don't have the self-awareness if I get in that mode. And then it's whenever I start noticing other people aren't laughing that I start thinking, I think I've gone too far.
Wait,
And I
did I
crank it up.
overstep?
There's nothing I
Dave
like
got
more.
that in his older age.
There's nothing I like more than like somebody who's just grumpy as shit that you can tell does not want to laugh and just saying something off the wall, getting them to crack. Oh, that's the best, dude.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my awareness has the opposite effect because like my awareness is like, oh, I know they won't like this. Well, let's ride.
Saddle up, boys.
Yeah. These 4 dudes are gonna laugh. That one's gonna get real mad. Let's say it.
Mine's more like my inner voice is saying, you're annoying them. You should stop. Yeah, I should stop.
You got to get rid of that, dog. That's showbiz, baby. You just keep moving.
Maybe.
Nobody bats 1,000.
I think we've been on podcast too long that now my mind just generally thinks, oh, I might get canceled for this. I'm not even on camera other than the work cameras. So I'm like, man, someone's going to see me later.
I've made it a point to not be in any big work group pictures. Even the ones I'm in, I duck behind somebody so I can keep my punk rock credibility in the future. Like, nah, I was never no corporate shield, dog.
You wasn't no government boy.
Yeah.
That's what he said all the time. I'm like, Dave, you need to get promoted, dude. You need to be up here where I'm at. And he's like, I ain't no corporate shield. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm not either, but we make more money up here.
12-year-old Dave would already kick me in the nuts and call me a dweeb.
So
I was just trying to think of what 12-year-old Holland would be thinking about.
what his credit score is.
Yeah.
We've all seen pictures. We know.
He was thinking, he was thinking, I got to go put in a shift at the mill. I got to feed these kids.
When I was going to my second job,
Do I want to up my retirement or do I want to invest in a Roth IRA?
He was sitting on the bar stool at 12 with an ice cold Bud Light in his hand. And he thought, you know what? I've earned this.
Dude, I picture Holland playing. Have you seen that? Have you seen that TikTok of that guy talking about whenever he played as a kid? His imaginary friends. He would go work out in the yard like he's like working at like some landscaping business or something. He'd come in. Oh, it's a hot one, Mom. He's like, oh yeah, what are you and Dale out there doing? Man, I tell you what, it's been a hot one. He's like, give me some water.
Holland was born an adult man, dude. He didn't play war. He was just drafted. Like, off the rip, dude.
Yeah, I can see it.
yeah. In the summers, my dad and I used to play this fun game called Put Up Hay.
I thought he was going to say in the summers, me and Dad trenched through Vietnam rice paddies.
No, that was more of a fall.
Fall activity.
The fall activity, you know.
Say what you will, that last helicopter pilot out of Saigon was really good.
Yeah.
We need a cooler name for helicopter pilots because pilot, I mean, that insinuates that it's meant to fly.
Yeah.
And helicopters, I mean, that's why I tell people like a plane, you lose the engines, it's a glider. Helicopter, you lose the engines, it's a paperweight.
Yeah. It's a
Pilot's a strong word.
Yeah. I mean, a helicopter, like it just flies by sheer will. It literally beats the air under it into submission to like, nah.
You'll never get Connie on one. She
A helicopter?
She refused to get on a helicopter.
Me either. That's how they got Kobe, dog.
She'll fly on
And
a
Stevie
plane.
Ray Vaughan. And like they love killing celebrities in helicopters, dude.
we better stay off helicopter.
Yeah.
That's why we don't get that many views. We don't want that. We don't want that much clout.
We want to be able to ride in a helicopter.
Yeah, because I know you pull up with a shiny helicopter, I might not be able to resist.
Shiny.
That's like, did you hear?
Dave starts singing "My Shiny Teeth in Me" and walking right out.
Those are fast.
Dave's like, I wonder what my voice sounds like in that one.
Sir, close the doors. I'm playing a playing card. Hold on, I've always wanted to do this.
You got a crayon with you? Oh, they're blue now. Got him.
Have you seen that interview with is it Audrey Plaza or Aubrey Plaza?
Pretty sure it's Aubrey.
She's talking.
Love that restaurant.
She got her boyfriend helicopter lessons for his birthday.
Man, what's it like to have
My wife
money?
got me helicopter lessons.
Was that it?
Already went.
Really spiced up
I already went
the life in the bedroom.
I was like, I already went somewhere where I shouldn't have gone.
I was still thinking actual helicopter, so I was like, that was the end of the story, Dave? I mean,
I've been thinking about my penis ever since we said helicopter.
So you were talking about.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But she was like, yeah, he never expressed any interest in flying helicopters or anything. She was, but I need a pilot in case the world goes to crap.
Checks out.
That's why Dave has flight simulators.
And they were like,
and that's why I'm really good friends with Dave.
They were like, why? Well, why didn't just you learn how to fly? And she was like, I'm weapons and ammunition. She was like, he's the pilot.
Solid point, dog.
And I was like, the only celebrity that I think is, has got their act together is Aubrey Plaza.
All right, so that brings up another good point. If we're flying the Millennium Falcon, who's in what stations? Obviously, I feel like Dave's obviously the pilot.
Oh, 110%, dude.
I'm a gunner.
So I'm definitely a gunner.
Not to toot my own horn, but in VR the other day, I landed on an aircraft carrier, hit the one wire 3 times in a row.
He sent me a video. I saw it.
Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. I told you I'd be landing these things.
He did. And just like many other times when Dave texts me, I don't know what to say back to that.
Dude, my poor wife. The fact that she still finds me attractive is amazing. Because I'll be in there in pajama pants, like Jurassic Park pajama pants, a big VR on my forehead. And I'll be like, Tower 1, November 1-4, request to take off, please.
And you look up, you look at your wife. It doesn't even hear my voice.
Yeah. This air traffic controller's a real dickhead,
honey. She's walking in there like, yep. That's my man.
Really, you don't see, but she's right there watching, dude.
I'll be playing with my buddy. He'll be back there. I'll be like, dude, it's a lot easier to land this plane when I don't have a little girl screaming in the background. I'll be turning his comms down. I take it very seriously. When I'm in this thing, I'm in this plane. All right, dog. Prepping for doomsday.
That's why
I get my hands on millions of dollars worth of government equipment, dog.
That's why Connie laughs at me when I play Call of Duty. She's like, and I'll be on like when a friend would friendly fire or kill me. He's like, damn it, dude, you just killed me. What did you shot me? My bad. I'm sorry. And I'd get like really serious and mad about it.
I get on and thank everybody on Call of Duty on Veterans Day every year. I was like, thank you boys for your service.
Dude, nothing is better. I wish I worked with Cody Henry on Veterans Day every year. So if you didn't know, Tennessee passed the law that on Veterans Day, veterans get the day off on Veterans Day.
Really?
Well, yeah. So they were passing around this piece of paper at work when they started it, and they handed it to us. And my buddy's next to me, not a veteran, and he goes, "I get one of them." I said, "You only get one if you're in the military." He said, "I was in the Lord's Army. I get one." I was like, "My God, you can have mine." Yeah, that was the best answer I've ever heard to that. So I was like, yeah, dude, you can have mine, dude. That was awesome.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Mike, got any dogs?
There it is.
You gotta let me ask the question, Mike. Start over. Run it from the top.
All right, come on, do it. Rewind.
Get all the way.
We're live.
Nearing the end, and Mike's over here crashing the plane instead of landing it. You like that, Dave?
I think that picked up in my mic.
I heard that.
I think that picked up in Mike's mouth.
roll that out of the sky.
Before y'all got here, he did that, but I was over there.
Whatever. It was. That's the first time I've ever farted in my life.
Anyways, I was over there. I thought he dropped something. I was setting something down. I turned around. I went. It was just him sitting up like that. Boom. God. Drop that thunk-a-thunk over there.
It's these chairs, dude.
There was no lead up to it or nothing. It was just a.
That describes Dave in a nutshell right there.
I blew an O-ring.
Yeah, it's over there.
I was.
Yeah, it went.
I wish it sounded that feminine.
What you need to be worried about is when you don't hear them.
You feel them.
Yeah.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah, you hear them with your nostrils. Dude, there's nothing more that my wife hates than me enjoying a nice fart in the house, dude.
Well, that's why farts stink.
I'm like, look, if I can't fart in the comfort of my own home, where is it safe to fart? I was like, and like, I'll tell her, like, look, it's just because I relax. Like, you just hate to see me comfortable.
Well, you know why they stink? So deaf people can hear them.
Yeah, like, enjoy them too.
Dude, I had a dude in high school who used to always tell me, he said, fart's just a turd honking for clearance.
Yeah.
Checks out. He ain't been wrong yet.
I was always told it was 2 turds racing to the bottom. First one that screams.
I had a silent one in high school. Made a dude throw
God,
up.
how bad are they
That's one of my proud
screaming in you, Dave?
He didn't scream. He hit a wall.
Yeah, it was just a very quick.
I'll get up on Saturdays after I sleep in, and Jessica will be mad. She's like, "There's no way you've not been awake for like 2 hours." Like, why? I was like, "I could hear you farting from across the house." I was like, first of all, I was asleep. Second of all, I don't believe you. It didn't wake me up. I didn't hear it.
Oh, she's going to record you.
That's just going through.
I did that one time. I farted in the bed, and all I heard, I was asleep. I didn't know it. But all I heard woke me up was Connie going, oh God.
Oh, my God. Who did that?
Who did that?
I felt that. I felt like, you know how like whenever they turn on like Super Bass or something?
about
It's like,
it.
yeah. I felt it, dude.
I'm cozy.
I'm glad you're comfortable, Dave. Maybe
Fair warning, that one does have a little stink to it. It's not long lived. Like, don't have a lot of hang time, but it's there.
I'm really glad I got your mic labeled.
Yeah. This is the pink eye mic.
Yeah. We'll just call it the PE mic. No one will know. Unrelated, y'all two swap mics.
Yeah.
You know what's also weird about not having the thing? I have no idea how long we've been recording.
It's all this
right now.
energy from Tenergy trying to escape my body.
Oh,
Isn't it time for
I'm glad you said that. We got to do ads.
Oh man,
Look at me doing solid podcasting over here.
Wait, hey.
I mean, hey, what did I say the other day? Fake it till you make it.
Damn.
They're delicious.
Language, Michael.
My bad.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say.
All right. So, anyways, we got to really do ads though.
Yeah. So
We got caught off. Oh, wait a minute.
I already did one.
Where's the salts?
They're out in the car. My bad.
Mike, go get them while we're running. You got to smell them on podcast. What do you mean? Am I sure?
Okay.
Oh,
are you sure?
Don't let him pressure you, Mike.
Man,
Mike, I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Caleb's
Don't let
getting,
him talk to you like that.
Caleb's getting bossy.
That is a nice shirt.
Actually, I really do like that
He's
shirt.
let showbiz get to his head.
Yeah.
All right, now
Crumbled
while
on the
he's
front
gone,
Now that he's
guys.
here, let's talk about him.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? Pretty good, right? I'm still on the
Oh, he
fence.
keeps touching my knee.
He's sure handsome though.
Yeah. Kind of handsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially off camera. Oh, hey, Mike.
Zone smelling salts.
Getting the zone. Wait, that's AutoZone.
Yeah.
Yeah, careful. Whoa. What are you doing? This is family friendly, dog.
Gotta
All right.
shake the bottle.
So anyways, before we get to that ad, we got some more ads. Do you need the list?
No.
Come on.
Actually, Mike is a good model there with the NutriFit shirt on. NutriFit, go get you some pre-workout, protein, creatine. I mean, any kind of supplements. NutriFit has it, and they're really high quality. NutriFit.com. Use promo code CalebCDay. Get a discount, help the podcast, and get swole.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, I'm on the phage, creatine.
It's a
aminos,
fade, and people catch it,
and
dog.
multivitamin.
Their
What I'm on
creatine
there.
actually dissolves in the water, too. It's pretty fantastic.
Pro
Or
tip.
dry scoop. I mean, it's
Pro
all good.
tip though, it says unflavored, and it's really good in anything. Don't put it in soda.
Don't put it in coffee.
If you put it in soda, it will lose all the carbonation immediately.
Yeah, it just.
I mean, it was so fast. Okay, well, not all of us are a Yeti, okay?
He said that, and all I heard was.
I got dry scoop at church camp.
Jeez, buddy.
You dry scoop at church.
That's not what he said. Don't say it again. It's fine. Let's move on to the next ad. You got another one?
Which ones have we done?
We've done NutriFit.
NutriFit and Tenergy, even though Tenergy's not really just any of them.
Zone smelling salts.
Oh God, every week.
This one's got a polar bear on it. And I'm pretty sure, is this the menthol one?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You have had that one. That
This
exact
is
one.
the
Bad, yeah.
this is Zone Smelling Salts Newports, and incredible.
Woo, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a mentholy kick to the brain.
Oh, I went too deep again. As you can see, look how quick my eyes are watering. These things work phenomenally. Look at that. Look at that. Get you some of that, dog.
I can already smell it from there.
Yeah, you smell even better from here. Anyways, not all of them are that aggressive. Find you a flavor that suits your needs.
He bit into a tasty hamburger.
I respect you
That
trying
is
to
a
play it
tasty
off.
burger.
I respect
A succulent Chinese meal.
Succulent Chinese meal. The cool thing about them is they'll sneak up on you like really quick. If you go real close, it like skips this part of your nose, and you immediately just smell it and feel it up here.
Yeah.
I can respect the grit and bear it method. Speaking of which, if you want to grit and bear it, go to New Age Performance and get a mouthpiece.
Oh,
They will fog up your glasses.
nice.
But use code or TIPP on Zone, isn't it?
Yeah, TIPP.
Yes.
Yep. Use code TIPP.
guys
Yeah,
got a
you
code
know
yet
me.
for the mouthpiece?
You don't have to get the ones. Well, you just got
We have a link.
Link. Okay.
You don't just have
Link
to get
is in the
Zone
description
salts.
for all this, by the way.
Zone doesn't only make salts that kick your socks directly off and put them up your neighbor's rear end. They have some ones that are weaker flavors too. You find the one you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a
Get
whole
all of
thing.
them. Smell them.
They've got one I will be buying soon. It's on the same level as this one, but it's red.
Oh, yes, I've seen that one.
It was sold out. I went to
There's
buy
one
it.
that they have. It's a blueberry. I want to try that one.
Blueberry.
Yeah.
This is not vape.
I
dog.
bet.
Oh, that's what they
Yeah,
have. It's in the lower.
I'm smelling fruity pebbles today.
Oh my gosh, my unicorn estrogen came in.
Everybody laughs but Dave.
You guys
you
don't
know-
use that vape flavor?
I don't believe so.
But unicorns are pretty powerful beasts.
Yeah.
Though,
Hey, it's Scotland's national animal.
They can be tamed by Skittles, according to Shazam.
They can sustain Voldemort.
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
Shazam.
That and they're horny.
Is that a real movie, or is that the fake movie?
I think
with,
Kazam was the real one, wasn't it? And then, I think Kazam's the fake one. Shazam's the real one.
Okay.
I was about to say Shazam is 100% the real one. There's two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember, but yeah, one of them's the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
I could.
Where it was
Sinbad.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
Sinbad.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy that plays Shazam though, always going to be Chuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, we were talking about what's the one we're
From The
talking about?
Office.
The genie.
Is that what you're talking about?
No.
From The Office?
What? No. He was Chuck from the movie Chuck or the show Chuck.
What? I'm thinking of.
He's thinking about
I'm
a
thinking-
superhero movie.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of
That just
Genie-
recently came
I'm
out.
talking
thinking
about the
Genie
one-
movie with Shaquille
Yeah.
O'Neal.
Yeah.
But it was with, or everyone thinks it was with
Sinbad.
Sinbad, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie.
What is it called? Is it called Kazam or something?
Yeah, I thought it was
remember.
Kazam or Shazam.
Yeah. I've
Sinbad
seen the
movie doesn't
original Sinbad
exist.
movie.
You couldn't have seen the Sinbad movie because wait, hold on. Was it Shaq or was it?
Shaq is the
No,
one that's
it's-
actually in it, right?
Yeah.
Sinbad played in Sinbad.
Sinbad played in Sinbad. We're not talking about Sinbad.
Oh.
Hold on a
The
minute.
movie Shazam, starring Sinbad as a genie in the 1990s, is a myth. Sinbad and his family denied the movie's existence. And what was the one with Shaq? Then Shaq, it's the real one. Shaq, genie
Shaq is the real
movie. Safe search off.
I thought,
images. Kazam.
Kazam.
yeah,
Okay.
Kazam with Shaq.
Remember Kablam?
I was actually already thinking about Kablam. Yeah, And I
He
love
was the right
Kablam.
age. Yeah, Kablam was the shit.
I almost said Kablam, but then you said you were going to Google it. And I was like, before I derail this, I'm curious now.
What was your favorite Kablam mini cartoon? I liked Prometheus and Bob.
I'm having a hard time remembering them.
I don't remember
What a
that
square. Kablam was on Nickelodeon. It was like a variety show where it was like a bunch of short cartoons. It's
We
pretty
couldn't
good.
afford Nickelodeon.
There were
back
kids
then.
that were we stole cable.
We're probably too old for it.
Yeah.
Is what it is probably.
Yeah, there was little kids in a comic book, and then the comic book page would turn, and it would be a little cartoon, and they'd come back and host again. It was like an SNL kind of setup, but it was just a little cartoon.
Dude, I remember living in an apartment with my dad. It was just me, my brother, and my dad when we were kids. I think I was probably 4. Either way.
Dangerous age.
Yeah. And I remember we didn't have cable or anything,
Inside.
but the people across the hall did. So my dad fell asleep on the couch, and me and my brother packed fanny packs, and we said, we're going across the street. Yeah. And we were going to run away, and we are going to live there because they had cable.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
We made it to the door. That was it. Then we remembered we had ice cream.
Derailed by ice cream.
Happens to the best of us.
Remember the cable boxes that had?
I don't like when you hold your fingers like this.
Did it make you feel inferior?
Yeah.
My bad.
Still way too far apart.
What are you measuring? Foot-long conies?
It's like that video I seen the other day. Guys goes,
No, it's not like that. He didn't send me that kind of video. Watch
the
what
guy
you
said,
say,
"Go get a
dude.
tape measure," and he gets a tape measure, brings it out, and it says 1 inch, 2 inch, 6 inches on it. And he goes, "Where'd you get this?" "Well, I found it over there." He said, "No, you can't use that one. That's my wife's favorite, or my wife's special tape measure."
I made a joke at work one time. This dude was measuring stuff out to cut. And I said, I looked at the tape measure. I said, "Dude, why you got a mark at the 3-inch mark?" And he goes, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You got it scratched off right there." And he's like, "No, it's not." I was like, "God, I wasted a perfectly good joke on you. I'm leaving." And I just walked off.
So we talked about it. I don't know if you were here or not. So when you measure with a ruler, that's a rookie move.
This is where we're going.
You can't flex with you.
Yeah,
Measuring tape's a little bit more accurate.
yeah.
But I saw a guy on TikTok. He's playing 4D chess. We've been doing it wrong for millennia. We're going to start measuring for volume. Measuring cup, fill it with water, dunk, see what you displace. It's a much more accurate picture.
Isn't that literally how you measure mass?
That's how you measure a lot of things now, dog. But he also brought up a great point. He's like, you dunk the joules in, you start working ratios. Like, you can get a lot of information out of that. And I don't know how nobody thought of that sooner. Like, why are we not, like, immediately thinking volume?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's immediately what I'm thinking.
One of my favorite things to do when it snows is go on like the outside in the front yard, and I'll like draw like like somebody dipped their wiener.
I know you send me pictures every
year.
year.
Man, it must be a foot deep in this yard.
You literally send me that picture every single year.
Yeah, every time. I was like a foot deep over here, dog.
Because that's how I know when it really snows is if you send me one of something actually measuring snow, then I know that it like last year we had that snow like the first little bit, and Dave sent me a picture of little 2 dots, and he goes like a foot deep here. And a couple of days later, he's got a whole lighter going. Oh my God!
I needed something longer.
It's
not funny.
3 feet. 3 feet.
So, anyways, I think now's a good time for hit the Dick Slimmons music. Just the tip of Dick Slimmons.
All right, listen. You go buy a squat rack. You're getting ready to get meaty on that bad boy, all right? They got a little bowl with some chalk. Put your smelling salts in. Throw it all on your face and hands. Let God sort them out. This has been Get Down on It with Dick Slimmons.
There you have it.
I mean, that'd be one intense squat session. Woo!
Dude, I have a video where
paddle.
I was getting ready. I think I was setting up a video at the gym. This is whenever I worked out in the mornings with Jake, and I was setting up I think it was a deadlift or a bench. I don't remember what it was either way. I had my camera set up. I hit record, and Jake was trying to make it all dramatic by making a smoke cloud, but all you see is his hands with chalk going. I've never laughed so hard in my life watching that video back. I didn't post that video, but I did cut out just him going. Just like wrist down in camera.
I do that. I'll get in there with a lot of chalk and hit it one time.
You do the LeBron.
Yep.
Just
No, I don't throw that. I don't do it. I don't do the whole throw it in the air crap like he does.
Just to show my mental maturity, I can't see a powdery cloud without thinking of on Jackass when John Knoxville put the baby powder in his butt and farts. And did it go poof? One of my favorite moments in TV history.
Poof?
Yeah, it's him holding his butt cheeks, just going, "Did it go poof? It went poof."
And Caleb's looking up the video.
Yep.
No, I'm not.
You can't find her from the angle you're wanting. It's
I actually had to take my parents to the airport right after this, so I had to make sure. What time I need to pick you up?
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was. Never mind. I talked to him today. I don't know.
You're what?
Talked to Casey.
Yeah.
So I thought I was taking him to the airport. We talked about it today.
Oh, you can take him to the
What
airport.
a way to find out. I don't want to anymore. But just mention that I mentioned it.
What a way to find out.
Yeah.
Find out live on air.
Yeah.
How long have we been doing this? What's the timer over there? Perfect time to wrap things up, boys.
Caleb's like, I want off of this podcast.
All right. Anybody got anything else?
No, I'm good. Thanks for the invite.
I mean, I could.
I'd say thanks for coming, but you're always here to hang out anyway. So.
I'm still grateful.
Seats.
All right, everybody give a big round of
grateful
applause
you
for
came.
Alan running the board the first time.
The crowd goes wild.
Killing it. It's because Alan's got that dog in him.
Should have done this. Should
Your
have done this
lantern
years
is going
ago.
to give me an epileptic fit.
Don't worry, we're ending. Anyways, anybody got anything else?
Nope.
All right, to wrap things up, we don't have a quote, but I do want to remind you, find your why, then don't give up.
And then while you're finding it, like, comment, share Iron Pals Podcast. Tell your friends. Thanks.
Boom.